Preventing future substance abuse. Your relationship with your child is the primary way to prevent them from making potentially life-altering decisions before their lives have even begun. Consider these 7 tips before developing an approach to educating your children about drugs, alcohol, and the consequences of their use. 1. Know their friends. As children get older, their peer group plays a bigger and bigger part of their life decisions. The desire to fit in, be accepted, and garner praise from their peers is a major factor in their day-to-day lives. If you ensure that their friends are exerting a positive influence, and aren't involved with drugs or alcohol themselves, there's a good chance your child won't be interested in drugs or alcohol either. 2. Model good behavior yourself. As an adult, it's easy to say, well, it's legal for me to get drunk and smoke cigarettes, but you shouldn't. An unfortunate number of parents are not good role models for their children. Research shows that adolescents tend to imitate their parents' behavior. 3. Create a positive environment. A home that reinforces good behavior and builds self-esteem will encourage teens, who have fragile egos and dispositions, to shun self-doubt and feel confident about making decisions about what's right and wrong in their lives. Encourage them to relax in healthy ways and relieve stress with exercise and leisure fun. 4. Talk to teens early. Try not to wait until you suspect there might be a problem to address drugs and alcohol with your teens. In a 2014 survey by Mothers Against Drunk Driving, 8% of teens whose parents were against underage drinking admitted to drinking alcohol. Conversely, 42% of teens whose parents took a neutral or positive stance on underage drinking admitted to partaking in alcohol. 5. Consider peer pressure. Warn your children about peer pressure and the negative consequences it can bring. Teach them to identify peer pressure situations and how to respond to these influences. It may not be the coolest thing to do, but it can save them a lifetime of struggles. 6. Enforce discipline and consequences for drug use. Make clear rules about the unacceptable use of alcohol and drugs before it becomes an issue. Remind your teen of these rules often. Lack of repercussions can lead to continued and increased experimentation, which may lead to addiction. Reasonable consequences at home are often less severe than those carried out by school officials or law enforcement. 7. Keep an eye out. Monitor your children vigilantly and know where they are at all times. Without invading their privacy or betraying their trust, keep tabs on them. Your children should have no problem sharing their whereabouts or happenings within their social group. If you feel your child is being secretive, there may be a problem. Conclusion. Many teens have a tough time dealing with sadness or other stresses common during adolescence. It is understandable that they may think of having a drink or a little marijuana can offer relief. The best way to deal with stress, however, is to seek emotional support or find someone to talk to. If a teen has already tried quitting or reducing use and failed, then it's important to receive treatment as soon as possible.